Look at all this oil. Delicious. What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing great. I'm Smokey. Let's have some fun in Derail Valley. If you're wondering why I'm so jolly today, just look at this. $378,000. Yeah. And a couple of days ago, we had basically nothing, or very close to zero. We had like 50,000. But anyway, that's not that's a story for when we get moving. So yeah, let's see where we are. I think last episode we ended up in Harbor in Town, but some things happened. I've run a few jobs, had some issues in in one of the streams, and basically we had quite a few bills to pay. But anyway, we're back, we're good, and we're right here in Oilwell North. I just did the job from, I think maybe this one? No. I just did the job from, I think it was City Southwest to Oilwell North. A logistics job that went very fast. And I was looking at the jobs here, and basically, considering we have so much money, hang on, why is this here? Okay, sorry. Considering we have so much money, I think it's high time we head to Harbor in Town again, because that's pretty much a good base of operations. And as you can see, we don't really have a lot of jobs, just 5, but 3 of them are to Harbor in Town. And look at this. One freight haul worth 25,000, another freight haul worth 22,000, and a shunting job. Now, we're not going to do shunting this time because Oilwell North is a bit of a weird one. Because it's basically on a loop, and the B yard is a dead end. So I don't know, it's a bit weird, and I don't really feel like it. But if you ever find this type of job, remember that once you do this shunting job, and you know it pays quite a lot for just 2 pickups. Once you do that, you'll probably get a freight haul job to Harbor in Town, which might be extremely lucrative. But we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to take these 2 jobs. Own FH01 and FH44. Now, you're thinking, Smokey, didn't you look at the train mass? It's 315 and 207. That's like what, almost 600 tons. Well, I certainly did. Hang on, but as you might remember, I think you remember our trusty locomotive 073. What do we have next to it? Drum roll, please. We have another shunter. And the number is L000, so that's quite interesting. We're basically, for the past couple of days, I think it was starting from the stream, we bought the multiple unit license, as you can see by the fact that this blue cable is connected. So basically, we can run 2 locomotives just by running one. So once they're connected, whenever we accelerate in this one, the same thing will happen here. You can see the throttle is increased. We put it back, jump into the first one, and it's back. So this makes things a lot easier. Now, I know you don't really need the multiple unit license to use 2 locomotives, but if you don't have it, you basically have to manage both of them separately. And you know, if you have the remote, you can sit in like the front locomotive and control the back one with just the remote. But to be honest, we had so many licenses that the copay was already really high, and the multiple unit one is only like 20,000. So yeah, I thought it was really worth it. And I have to admit, after the remote, this multiple unit changed. I mean, it increased the efficiency by a mile. It's so worth it. I mean, think about it. We have but we basically started from, let's say, 28,000. So we made 378,000 in like 3 hours, maybe 3 hours of gameplay. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really excited. So, okay, introduction's over. Let's cool down a bit. Let's get down to business. So we have two freight jobs. One is 270 tons and one is 315. So that's like what, 585 tons. Each shunter is rated for about 400 tons on flat ground. And if we look at the map, going from Allwell North to Harbor Town, it's quite a lot of, I mean, this whole part is pretty straight. And there are, this part, which is, I think, the trickiest one, is mainly downhill. So even with a higher mass, I think we're fine. FH89. Right now I'm looking at the jobs. So we have FH44 and FH01. Let's check these out. FH44. This is, I just came in. And FH01. All right. Now, because both of these jobs are freight hauls, or with green and the title, I'm pretty sure that we don't have to move them around. In logistical jobs or shunting jobs, you might need to, maybe there's an extra 1, 2, 3 cars at one of the ends, and you have to move them around a bit. So right now we don't. Hang on, which one is this one? Okay, so first is 01, and then it's 44. So let's get a better vantage point. Let's look at 01. So it's 2, 4, 6, 7 cars, starting with white, yellow, and the last two are blue, correct? And 44, it's yellow and 5 white. So yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 white. All right, cool. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to start both locomotives. That's 1 and that's 2. As you can see, we have fuel, sand, oil, everything, so no need to do anything about it. And basically, we need to escape. So what I'm thinking, let's get a vantage point. What I'm thinking is we can push these 2 cars, drop the rest, push these 2 cars right here. We have to be careful because that's a dead end for descending. Go back on that line, on the furthest away line, drop those there, and basically connect to this set of cars and this one. So I'm going to jump ahead once we're all set and ready to go. Yeah, I just noticed we're facing the wrong way. And this being a loop track with no turntable, basically we have to go all the way around to turn. This is like one of those kids' train rides in like amusement parks or whatever. We're doing a loop of the entire park. Ooh, and right now we're going into the spooky tunnel, or the tunnel of horror, or whatever. Actually, it's the service shed, but doesn't matter. Whee! Alright, we're moving. We got both jobs. And the other one. So B3 and B4. And we're going. We took off quite slowly, but you know, it's fine. It's a big consist. So right now we're taking a left, and let's go in so the sound isn't that loud. And we should be getting up to speed as quickly as possible. We shouldn't really have too many high inclination areas. Oh, wheel spin. That's fine. We're still increasing in speed. Right now we're going to take keep right. Okay, and let's stop at 50. This should be fine. Okay, we're going right, and the speed limit is 60. Let's just wait until we pass this part. What is the next one? It's 70. You know what? Let's start accelerating, because if you look at the map, this part is basically, this is like 100 kilometers per hour, and this is all like 70 plus until we get to this part, which is going to be basically our first and might be the only bit of uphill we have to do, but we'll be coming with speed, like 50 or 60, so it won't be an issue. Alright, we're doing 56, let's pump it up to max. '61. The speed limit now is 80 and it was 70. So we can afford to go to 70. And it's 70 right there, and it'll be increasing. Yeah, 69 is good. Look at how long the train is. We got all the cars, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like... Yeah, this is 7, and this is 6, so 13. Perfect. And now we just coast. Let's see, can we get a tiny bit more speed? '68, 69. It's very slowly increasing, so it's not really worth stressing the engine or using up the fuel. Let's see, let's surf from the back. There it is. That's 90 kilometers per hour and decreasing, but we're doing 68, so we're fine. Let's go out. There's another speed. It's 70, and we're getting very close to the bridge. Man, I really like the sound the train makes when going high speed. You know, that fring sound. It's really awesome. And yeah, after the remote was an awesome purchase, but getting two shunters, oh my god. Besides the fact that we can take like, I've literally had jobs that I could take with 40,000 base payout, and another, or like close to 60,000. I think that was the highest paying job. It was like close to 60,000. All right, that's 7 and increasing. Yeah, so the remote is awesome, but using two shunters, it's great. And besides the high-paying jobs, you see this is a plus 2.1, so it's quite steep. But we can lay up the acceleration, because I think we need to be around 50 for the steel mill. It's 60 right here, but I think it'll be 50 inside the steel mill. So yeah, besides the fact that you have awesome power, and even with lighter loads like 300 tons, you can accelerate and you can keep up the speed even on inclines. So nice. It's so good. Oh no, it's 60. All right, let's accelerate a bit. But yeah, you also, it's also great that you have the option of taking larger jobs, you know, like 400, 450 tons, because sometimes you get to a station and it's only 4 jobs or 5 jobs, and 2 of them or 3 of them are over the 400-ton limit of one shunter, you know. But in this case, like right now, we're taking a 315 and a 270. Yeah, so right now we're taking both jobs, but if we only had one, hang on, we're taking a left here, right? Yeah, I hope this is right. We're going to Harbor Town. Yeah. All right. Cool. During the live stream, I messed up, I think, like 2 or 3 times the direction. So I'm being extra careful now not to screw up. All right, we're going to accelerate a bit because this is the second inclination of 1.8, and this actually goes on for quite a bit of time. But we'll be fine. We were over 50, and as you can see, we're on max, but with quite a lot of big load behind us. We're still holding steady, and we're just now starting to slip. Let's jump in. One thing that the remote doesn't really tell you is the engine temp. So that's why when we're going out of the harbor or in places like this, I like to jump into the cab and keep an eye on the engine temp. All right, we're basically out. Let's see, we're going to take a left here, and let's cool down the engines. Yeah, we're still at 50. We're going to go down a bit, but not by much. Okay, so it's 70 and going up. I don't remember how steep this is. It's only not 0.6. So it's good. Let's go. While we wait for the engine to cool down, let's go to Harbor and Town. Alright. I think it's fine, the engine is cool enough. Let's accelerate. We're going to take a left here. Yeah, and we're already lined. Let's give it one more notch. Nope, just one. Let's double check the speed. So it's 70 going left, and we are going left. Yeah, we're going left. All right, so it's 70, and let's scout out ahead a bit. It's 80 and going up. So basically, we can basically floor it. Let's prepare, because right now the speed limit is 60, but right as we get out of this tunnel, it's going to be 40. So we are going to be prepared for that. Even though this says 60 and then 70 for right, which we are taking a right after, it's going to be 40. And the tunnel bends to the left as you exit, so you don't really see it. And if you're doing 60 or 70, you pretty much have to slam on the brakes real hard and lose momentum and everything. So it's better to be prepared. As you leave this first tunnel, be prepared for 40. You see? That's the 40. And going downhill. So you can't really rely too much on the terrain helping you out to slow a bit. Okay, I tried with one notch, but we were accelerating, so let's go with 2 notches. Okay, I think we can move further. Yeah, maybe 1 notch was enough, you know, 1 notch and of the train brake and a bit of independent brake. But we're doing such good time. I'm not even worried. Usually by now I would have accelerated a bit, but we're fine. We have a bit with like 60 kilometers per hour limit, and towards the end, if I remember correctly, around here it's another 40. But we have a bit of time before that, but we're really in no rush. Let's duck a bit. I think really that this left-hand turn is really more of an issue, more with 40. I feel like this turn is fine with 50. Look at me, I'm examining turns and limits like I'm some sort of a pro at this game. Oh, this is a nice view as well. Okay, now this is 80 and going down, but remember that, so this one was it's a 40 limit right over there, it's a 40 right over there, and we have another 30 or 40 right over there, and right now we're going down. It's 80, it's 70, but right over there, there's a Y intersection, and it's going to be 40. So we're not going to accelerate, we're just going to use the weight of the train to push us faster, and already we're at 53. So we're going to slow down to, I think it's 40, right? Yeah, it's 40 left and 60 right. 42, 41, 40. Nice. And yeah, take this 40, do not take it lightly. This is one hell of a turn. If you're doing like 50, chances are there's a good chance you'll derail. And so close to the harbor. Alright, now this is another part where we have to be careful, because we're going downhill, and basically we should keep our speed under 40. See, 40 and negative 1.7. So as you might have noticed, I kept one notch of train brake at all times, and right now we're going up to another one and a little independent. Alright, and keep in mind that we have like what, 13 cars and 2 locomotives. So yeah, the train is quite long. Alright, well, we're basically almost at there, so let's see. D4I. Let's calm down. Calm down, please. Okay. Right now we're on flat terrain, so I think we can... Let's leave one notch of brake. So let's see, which one do we have to take first? 01 is in D4I, and 44 is in E81. Okay, we're good. Wait, which one is the first one? 44, so the 01 is in the back. So the one in the back, it's in D4I. You know what? Let's stop the train brake. Yeah, so 01 is in the back. Let me think a bit, because D is a dead end, and 01 is in D4 inbound. So the only way to properly do this is to go in C, and then going D, go from C to D going backwards. Yeah. I think this is the turn to C yard, right? Let's double check. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's accelerate a bit and make sure we're going into C yard. Perfect. So yeah, if you aren't really following with what I'm doing, then I hope it'll be clear in just a moment. Now right here, these two tracks are occupied, but this one is C3L is free, so we're going to go there. We're going to go there. Let's get a better vantage point. Basically, we're going to go there with the locomotive facing down, and then go back in D, so we can drop the cargo in D4 inbound, and that's the cargo, that's the job, the 01 job, this one. Yeah. And that's why I wanted to go in there facing backwards, because once we drop the cargo, okay, I think it's enough. Let's put a couple notches. Actually, we didn't have to go this long. Let's brake. I've been doing some shunting in this station, so that's probably why I'm I'm used to. I was waiting for all the cars to be past the line. All right, so we can jump back, and basically we need to take a right here, and we'll be going from C. We'll be going backwards from C. Take a right here, and we'll be going into D. Yeah, and this is D4, which I think is on this part. No, it's on that part. All right, so let's make sure we have our alignment set. So it's left here. And right here it's D4, the one straight down. Yeah. All right. This is great. I think we're all ready. What's our speed? 24. We're doing fine. Let's check the remote. Yeah, everything. The locomotives, everything is fine. And you can see even shunting is a lot easier with. Well, I find it easier and also more enjoyable, but faster with two locomotives. Sure, there are costs, extra costs with running to. Running costs for diesel and everything and wheels, obviously, for running two locomotives, but it's still, I find it a lot easier. So let's see, we have 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, so let's think about, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe we can stop. You know what? We'll come to a complete stop and make sure we uncouple the correct one. I'm trying to get used to the numbering system, but I think this is correct. So D4I, and it's. Oh, I just dropped the job. Ah, damn it. Okay. It's fine. We'll get it back somewhere. Yeah, I just dropped the job. How many? Let's look at the cars. I think this is about it, so I think we can stop. We still have a lot of tracks, so it's not an issue. Now let's find this job. All right. So let's check the ones. It starts with a white and 2 yellows. So that means this is the place where we need to brake. 0, 1, and this should be 44. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Now, if we uncouple the train at -8. Yes. Awesome. All right, let's go forward. Now, we're in no rush because the brake pipe... Oh no, the pressure is up. Okay, come on, let's get a move on. And let's see, E8I. E8... E-track is the one over here. We're in D, so we're going to go all the way on the main line and then back up into E. And E8, I think, is on the right-hand side. Oh yeah, E8. All right, so this is the track. It's clear, so we don't have to push anything out of the way. This is set correctly. This is set correctly. This is set correctly. And this is now set correctly. All right, so let's double check. Coming E, right, and this is a left in E8I. E8 inbound. Perfect. So we're just gonna ride the cars. until we pass that switch right over there. This is the switch which we need to pass in order to go that way. Let's put like 3 notches of train brake, and we can stop it, and we can use the independent brake. Since now we don't really have that much mass and 2 locomotives, I find that the independent brake is quite useful for stopping the train. Stopping the train in fairly fast. Alright. The switch is set. Now we're going to go backwards. Oh, the power. The power. Such speed. Much wow. We're okay, right? Yeah, no cars are doing any drifts. And E8I. E5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. Let's jump out. We're going at a pretty spicy speed, so let's start slowing down a bit. I'm telling you, with 2 locomotives, it's so easy to get carried away. Oh, this is fine. We can let it stop in its own time. Okay, so let's see. We have the first job, the 25,000, in 35 minutes, and we got 37,000. And the other job in 35 minutes, and we got 33,000. So right now, again, drum roll, basically 450,000. We do have some fees, which we're going to repair, so that's perfectly fine. And did we have anything? No damages, no environmental damages. Man, environmental damages are quite expensive. It was like 16,000 or 12,000 for each car that was damaged. You know, in that train wreck of a job. All right, well, this was a very successful run, which is awesome considering the days we've had. Can we get over there? Yeah, we can. All right. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I'll see you next time. Bye!